from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Badgers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Van Dyke. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Now, can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a 3rd and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. On the return, it's Russell.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and the South Carolina Gamecocks.
So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Anthony. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field and jump around a bit. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Everyone talks about DBs. They talk about dropping coverage and not being physical. That DB begs to differ. Great tackle coming up, playing physical like a linebacker.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They go to the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice move to keep running.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On the run, it's Sellers. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either, with this dude rushing.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, "Run!" to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal flag.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the Badgers will keep this drive going.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for a gap. It's Malusi. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Van Dyke. Setting up the screen. Jukes his way from home. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without... Give him 6. Touchdown, Badgers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. First down here for the offense. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Pauly.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On second down, they'll take to the air. Complete to the left. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off and he was throwing that puppy in there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Getting some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. On the ground, it's Sanders. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Give to the running back. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gives it to the back on the draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To throw, it's Van Dyke. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He'll try to pop the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
On third down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play, trying to fool you, but it didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked. They're able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, give on the inside. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give to the tailback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. Looking for the score. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Sellers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.